You know, we gamers put up with weird shit all the time. You know, we put up with stuff. We put up with developers when they make shit games. We put up with these companies when they bend us over, they screw us over. They do lots of things. So a lot of the things that we complain about and that we're pissed off about is completely understandable. I completely understand it, and I think that a lot of it is warranted. Now, when it comes to gamers, that's a little bit different story. I think that there are legitimate concerns, and there's legitimate times where it's okay to gripe or bitch or complain about certain things. Then again, there's really stupid, ignorant, retarded reasons to complain about things or come up with things like this. And at first I want to say that I realize that personally I've probably been one of these types of people. Well, not exactly, I don't know, boycott, but to have a PlayStation contingent boycott Mass Effect Andromeda because Xbox One owners get to play it a week ahead of time with EA Access. I mean, who is that hurting at the end of the day? Is it hurting BioWare? Is it hurting EA? Is it hurting, like, who exactly is that hurting? Realistically, that goes back to when you were a kid and you're like, I'm going to hold my breath until I get my way. And your parents are like, who's that hurting? You know, it's hurting yourself because you're going to miss out on a good game. And I said this about Titanfall 2 as well. Originally, I had some gripes about it, mostly them pulling it from EA Access and seeming to pander towards the PlayStation crowd, which was a little bit disrespectful, I thought. A lot of people will bring up the green disc thing. I never really had an issue with that. I did a video about it, and I explained that other people had an issue with it, but not me, and I thought it was kind of silly to have an issue out of it. Like, the other things seem much more of a reason to have an issue. So just going into this, and a lot of you will probably ask, well, where are you seeing people wanting to boycott it? Well, I was on N4G and I saw an article about this, and so I checked it out, and people were talking about boycotting the game. I also saw some stuff on, like, they came across my way on Twitter and NeoGAF about it. So I just thought it was a little bit odd that people would want to boycott a game basically because Xbox One owners will get to play it first. That's weird to me. It's not the most craziest thing I've ever heard in my life, you know, but it is a little bit unfortunate because the game looks absolutely fantastic. And at the end of the day, you should really be pissed off at Sony because they are the ones that said, hey, our gamers don't want EA Access. You know, it's not a good value for them. So they were the ones that decided not to give you guys a choice. They were the ones that continue to do stuff like that, but you guys are like oblivious to what Sony does, and Sony does this stuff all the time. I mean, we haven't heard anything about cross-platform play between Xbox and PlayStation gamers since when? And we know that there were certain games that were ready to go, and Microsoft was okay with it, so that means that Sony's still not okay with it. Nobody's calling out Sony on any of this stuff, though. Everybody has, like, a short-term memory, and they don't, you know, Sony did what? You know what I mean? It's basically like that. It's like, you don't ask, don't tell. Like, Sony just absolutely does a lot of anti-consumer stuff, and they were the ones that made up your mind for you. For me, it's always good to have options, even if I'm not going to use it. Look, Play Anywhere, I don't care one way or the other about that. I'll never use it, but the option is there, so I think that that's pretty cool. And you know, and I also think that you know, it is what it is. You know, at the end of the day, we decide what we want to buy. We spend our money on this stuff, and it's up to us. But I do think it's pretty damn stupid for people to boycott a game over another platform getting it first, especially when your particular platform of choice could be getting it first too, or early anyway, but the company that owns it said nope for you. So let me know what you guys think. Please sound off in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter at @the_Crapgamer. Hit me up on Xbox Live, MOH Crapgamer. And if you like the video, if you like my content, please hit that like and subscribe button because it helps out the channel tremendously. And hit up Jay Williams for all your graphical needs. His information is in the description below. Thanks for watching. Make sure you guys rack that shit up. Crapgamer out.